caught yourself trimming your nails lately and something just looked off? Maybe they seemed more pale than usual. Maybe they looked rigid or uneven. Or maybe the base looked white, but the top had a darker, reddish tint. If you're over 60, those small nail changes could be early signs of kidney trouble. And here's the thing. According to the National Institute on Aging, nearly 40% of adults over 65 have reduced kidney function, many without even knowing it. That's because chronic kidney disease, CKD, often develops slowly, with subtle symptoms that get mistaken for normal aging. So how do you catch it early? Look at your nails. In today's video, I'll break down 3 nail changes doctors say may signal kidney dysfunction, especially in older adults. These signs are often overlooked, but recognizing them early can save your life. Before I jump in, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health, your trusted source for science-backed senior wellness tips. Now, let's get into the first nail clue that might be hiding in plain sight, right at your fingertips. Nail sign number 1. Pale or white nails. When you press on the nail bed and it stays whiter if your nails look faded, almost washed out. Even without pressure, it might be more than just poor circulation or aging skin. According to the Mayo Clinic, this could be a sign of anemia, which is extremely common in people with chronic kidney disease, CKD. In fact, Harvard Health notes that more than 50% of people with moderate to severe kidney disease also experience anemia. Why does this happen? Because your kidneys play a critical role in making erythropoietin, EPOA, hormone that tells your bone marrow to make red blood cells. When kidney function drops, EPO production slows down. That means fewer red blood cells and less oxygen circulating throughout your body, including under your nails. That oxygen deficit can show up in subtle ways: fatigue, dizziness, shortness of breath, and pale nail beds. I once met Judy, a 66-year-old retired librarian from Vermont, who had always taken quiet pride in the little routines that made her feel put together. But something shifted. One afternoon, while clipping her nails by the kitchen window, she noticed they looked oddly pale, almost chalky. She held them up to the light, thinking maybe it was just the reflection. But even in the sunlight, the usual healthy pink glow was gone. She shrugged it off at first. Just age, she thought. Maybe poor circulation or dry winter skin. But soon, she began to feel the difference in her body, too. Walking up the stairs left her short of breath. She had to pause more often while weeding the garden. And that spring, she passed on her annual trip to the farmer's market with friends, not because she didn't want to go, but because she was just too tired. Finally, at the urging of her daughter, she saw her doctor. The labs painted a clearer picture: low hemoglobin, low iron, and a reduced EGFR. Her kidneys were no longer filtering efficiently. The diagnosis? Stage 3 chronic kidney disease, paired with iron deficiency anemia. That pale nail wasn't just a cosmetic issue, it was a quiet warning her body had been trying to send for months. Judy began treatment right away: iron supplements, better hydration, and a medication plan tailored to protect her kidney function. Within 3 months, she felt more like herself again, and she never looked at her fingernails the same way. That's the power of paying attention to small signs early. So here's what you can do. Check your nail color and natural light. Press gently on the nail, but if it takes more than 2 seconds to return to pink, mention it to your doctor. Ask your doctor about a CBC, complete blood count, and EGFR test to evaluate both your red blood cells and kidney function. Have you ever looked down at your hands and noticed your nails seemed pale or washed out, almost like the color just disappeared? What did you do next? Drop a comment below. Your story could help someone else spot the signs early and take action. Coming up in the next section, We'll explore another nail symptom that many seniors chalk up to aging, but it could actually be a deeper sign of kidney stress. Stay with us. Nail sign number 2. Ridges or pitting. They might look harmless, just a few uneven lines, maybe a little texture that wasn't there a year ago. Most folks shrug it off. Just aging, they say. Or maybe it's from not moisturizing enough. But here's what most people don't realize. Your nails are like health reporters, especially for your kidneys. When your kidneys aren't working at full capacity, they can throw off your body's balance of minerals and proteins. And that disruption shows up in places you wouldn't expect, like at the base of your nail bed. Your nails are made of a protein called keratin, and their growth depends on a steady supply of nutrients from your bloodstream, especially iron, zinc, and biotin. But when your kidneys are impaired, they may struggle to balance essential minerals and filter toxins efficiently. This imbalance can interfere with nail formation at the matrix, the root of the nail, causing visible ridges, grooves, or pitting. According to Harvard Health Publishing, people with chronic kidney disease, CKD, often experience nutritional imbalances, particularly low levels of iron and zinc, which can directly affect nail structure and growth. This reminds me of Peter, who, 72, the retired postman from Oregon, was still sharp, mobile, and took pride in staying active. But one spring afternoon, something small caught his eye. He was fixing a garden bench when he noticed something unusual under the sunlight. His fingernails looked strange. There were deep vertical grooves running from the base to the tip. Some nails had tiny pits almost like the surface of a golf ball. They hadn't been there a few months ago. His wife noticed too and wondered, maybe it's a vitamin deficiency. Peter shrugged. He figured maybe it was aging or calcium. But something about it nagged at him. At his next doctor's visit, he brought it up. His doctor listened carefully and suggested a complete metabolic panel and kidney function tests just to be safe. The lab results were surprising. Elevated creatinine, low calcium, and mildly increased potassium levels. The diagnosis? Stage 2 chronic kidney disease. Peter was stunned. No swelling, no fatigue, no pain, just ridged nails. His doctor explained that these nail changes often reflect internal imbalances. According to the Journal of Renal Nutrition, kidney dysfunction can impair mineral regulation, especially calcium, magnesium, and zinc, all of which are essential for proper nail growth and structure. When these levels dip, the nail matrix where your nail cells grow doesn't get what it needs. That's when ridges, pitting, or even brittleness can appear. And Peter's story isn't rare. In fact, Harvard Health notes that nail abnormalities are common among people with kidney disease, especially when red blood cell production and nutrient absorption begin to decline. Keep an eye out for these subtle changes. Deep vertical ridges running along the nail. Tiny pits near the cuticle that resemble pin marks. A rougher, uneven nail texture, even if your diet seems normal. These could be subtle indicators that your kidneys aren't filtering waste properly, or that your body is low in key nutrients like protein or iron. Mention any of these nail changes at your next checkup and ask for a basic metabolic panel and kidney function tests like eGFR and creatinine. These tests only take a few minutes but can tell a lot about how your kidneys are doing. Keep watching to discover more subtle signs that could help you catch kidney trouble early. And if you know a senior who might overlook these nail changes, share this video with them, because one small clue today could lead to life-saving care tomorrow. Finally, I'll share a nail pattern that looks downright bizarre. It's called half and half nails, and it's one of the most telling signs doctors see in kidney patients. Nail sign number 3, half and half nails. You're clipping your nails one evening, just part of your routine, but something looks odd. The bottom half near the cuticle is pale, almost white. The top half? A strange reddish brown. It's easy to shrug it off. Maybe you were gardening and didn't wash thoroughly. But what if that strange two-tone color was your body waving a red flag, quietly signaling trouble in your kidneys? Let me tell you about Bill, a 68-year-old retired postal worker from Indiana. Bill had always been in pretty good health. He stayed active, ate reasonably well, and never missed his yearly checkups. But one day, his wife noticed something strange. His fingernails had changed. The bottom half was ghostly pale, while the top half looked darker, almost brownish. She joked, "Looks like your nails got painted halfway and gave up." But the joke didn't stick, because around the same time, Bill had started feeling unusually tired. His legs cramped more often. He needed to catch his breath more, walking up the stairs. When his lab results came back after a routine check, the doctor sat him down. Stage 3 chronic kidney disease. The nail changes? They weren't random. According to the Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology, this condition called Lindsay's nails or half-and-half nails shows up in 20–40% of patients with moderate to severe kidney disease. It happens when declining kidney function allows urea and other waste products to build up in the bloodstream. These toxins affect circulation and melanin levels under the nail, creating a distinct color contrast between the nail bed and tip. Experts from the National Institute on Aging note that when your kidneys can't filter properly, this toxic build-up known as uremia can also cause anemia, reduced oxygen to tissues, and capillary changes that show up right at your fingertips. If you notice this in your own hands or a loved one's, it's time to pause and pay attention. Here's what to do next. Take a photo in natural light to track changes. Book an appointment with your doctor and request specific kidney labs, eGFR, serum creatinine, BUN, and a urinalysis. Mention any fatigue, leg swelling, changes in urine color or amount of urine if you think it's just aging. It's easy to overlook something small like a nail, but sometimes those little details say the most. And as with Bill, catching that detail early could give your kidneys and your health a better shot at recovery. Ever glanced at your nails and thought, that looks a little strange? Type nails in the comments and share what you noticed. It might be the small clue that helps someone else catch kidney trouble early. Let's take a moment to review the 3 nail signs doctors say could help reveal hidden kidney disease after 60. Pale or white nails, ridges or pitting, and half-and-half nails. They might seem like cosmetic quirks, but underneath, these nail changes can reflect how well your kidneys are functioning. Catching them early means you can take steps before more serious symptoms like fatigue, swelling, or blood pressure spikes set in. The hopeful part? You don't need to be a doctor to start watching for these signs. Just a little awareness, regular check-ins, and conversations with your healthcare provider can go a long way in keeping your kidneys strong as you age. Found this video helpful? Tap the like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health for more science-backed wellness tips tailored to seniors. And don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with a friend or loved one over 60. One small conversation could help them catch something early, before it becomes serious. Want more insights like these? Check out our liver, lung, and kidney health playlist, linked below in the description. It's full of practical, doctor-approved strategies to help you feel your best. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of your health, and we'll see you in the next video.